Hey there, thanks for joining me tonight for a craft night with friends. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for beginners. And I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time for us to relax and craft together. All right, you guys, we finished the doily last night. Here it is. It is starched. It looks so good. I love it so much. So I can show you guys that again later. But that's what we did last night. All right, I think our chat's working tonight. So fun. And then tonight we are going to start the Rooster embroidery. We talked about doing this a little bit. I wanted to make it for my mother-in-law. They have chickens. I thought we could do a few things with it though. I have colored pencils so we can color it in. And then also, since we're on the topic of crochet with the doily, I thought we could maybe crochet a cute little border for the hoop, like a little edging around the hoop. So fun combo of crafts, I think. So we'll color it in just for fun. We talked about colored pencil, coloring in our embroidery a little while back. So I think we'll do that first and stitch it. And then I think by Friday we might have this whole thing done with a cute little border and everything on it. So that is the plan. We are in our couple of free weeks here where we don't really have a plan. We just get to play around. So this is the next thing we're going to play around with. So all right, let's get going. Okay, so again, here is the doily. It turned out so good. So we starched it yesterday in the live, and that's why it's can like stay all in place. It is, it has flex to it for sure, but everything is just staying in its place. So now if I kept moving it around like this, it would get softer and softer. But it'll stay relatively stiff if I, just use it for decorative purposes, really. If I get it wet again, then I'd have to like starch the whole thing again, which would be so annoying, but it's so lacy and pretty, and I just love how all the colors turned out. So thanks for you guys' help with that and choosing colors. I appreciate it a ton. So, all right. And then here is the Rooster embroidery. Oh, let me scoot you guys in here. About there. Okay. So here's the Rooster embroidery. It's in our little 4-inch hoop. And I'd like to do something like what we did with this embroidery here. Oh, thanks so much, Jessica. So we stitched a little crocheted edge around this hoop. I think I can figure out what I did here. I think this is the only time I've ever done a crocheted hoop, but I want to just basically do the same thing. So here's my little example of like the one time I've done this before. So we'll just let that chill here. But with this guy, I thought it would be fun to color it in. Someone requested that a little while back. So I thought that would be a fun way to do it first. So we're just doing, oops. Oh, I guess it's coming out of the front. All right. We're just going to do like a whole pile of different crafts together. So here's what's in the kit. I got my little instructions. So this will be really fast to stitch. So I think it's going to be like the perfect little thing to do here. Oh, since I have this needle, oops, I pulled a little thread off of there. Let me grab a needle minder right away, just so I don't lose my needle. You can hang out there. And here is our Rooster. He's pre-printed on there. What I would like to do is color him in with colored pencils before we actually stitch. So I think I will press him first, and then we will color it in. I'm wondering if I should, maybe I'll color it on like a flat surface like this. I don't want to color through this to my table, so we'll see. But anyway, let's get the iron heated up. So we've done this before a couple times. It's called color tinting. When you just basically add a little bit of color to your embroidery before you start stitching it. I didn't really let this heat up for, oh, we gotta let that be a little bit longer. But it's where you can kind of color in your embroidery with colored pencils or crayons even, and then you can fill it in. You can do the stitches after. So let's just grab some colors. We'll do some little test colors on the side and see what we come up with here. So I'm just kind of grabbing some reds. Let's grab some of these kind of creamy colors. I may have to sharpen some of these. Let's get the sharpener out. So this is going to be a gift for my mother-in-law, I think. They have some chickens. We just thought this would be kind of cute to play around with coloring in a design, since I haven't done that in a while. Metallic gold. I'm just kind of grabbing, seeing what I have in my colored pencil stash here. We might not use all these. We'll test them. Let's get like a bright yellow. Don't I have like a good red in here somewhere? The ones that I use a lot are all short and way down in here. I should probably get a different carrier for this at some point. But anywho, let's maybe some little green for the grass or something. That'd be kind of cute. We'll just make grass. All right. I don't know. Let's see where that gets us. Oh, that's a good yellow. All right. We should be heated up enough now. I'm just going to give this a quick press just to get those little streaks out. Oh, Grace says, Chad Kitty. Grace is on Facebook, is my mom's friend. Chad Kitty received some spoiling today. He was lovely today. Oh, Chad Kitty. I miss you, Chad Kitty. Chad's my mom and dad's cat. Sounds like he got a visit today. That's sweet. All right, you know what? I think I'm going to do this on, with this paper towel underneath, just in case, I don't want to like color through onto my table. So when you're color tinting with colored pencils, you just kind of want to tread lightly, basically. So here's our little chicken. I think I'm going to kind of mimic him. So we'll give him like a little yellow body. Maybe we'll give him some feathers. I don't know, fill in a little bit with the brown here and there. So let's maybe start with this color here. I'm going to try coloring in just on these edges. So these edges will be cut off eventually. So it's a good place to just test. So I'm just going really lightly and then adding like layers, so light layers over and over and over again. So, okay, that's what that kind of yellow-orange is looking like. Okay, that's a little, these are all basically the same. Let's see what this gold looks like. All right, that's just kind of like a basic brown color. We might want that though. All right, that's kind of a nice burnt brown color. All right, I think we'll just start there as I grab more colors. Here's the bright yellow. Okay, that's maybe a little bright. I'm going to start with just that golden part of the body. That's kind of, let's go with this. Okay, so I'm just going to, we're going to just color him in a little bit. And you can do just around the edges, or you can fill the whole thing in. I think for now we'll stick to the edges and see where it takes us. Actually, now I'm thinking I might fill the whole thing in. So this is just adding another layer of color to your embroidery design. And it's just fun. A fun little extra bonus thing to play around with embroidery. Okay, I'm totally filling it in. This is such a cute little design. I think we can fill the whole thing in. Maybe he's lighter on the inside, and we get a little darker around the edges. That could work. Maybe we even, let's try a little different color here. I'm gonna do this kind of burnt color. Actually, maybe I need like a brown. More like browny gray. Oh, that's popping out at me. Here's like bronze. I just have all these metallics. Well, let's try that. What do you look like? You look kind of like the gold. We'll do you a little bit. We'll shade them in. So I think we'll go a little bit of this kind of burnt orange, and then I'll try and find like a brighter red for his little I don't know what those are called. All his little like phalanges. All right. Oh, Caitlin, that's how it is up by us too. Like when there's a storm, we gotta go outside and see the storm. Yep, that's happens in the Midwest too, for sure. Ooh, the storms are coming. Gotta go look at the clouds. So I want this kind of brown. And I'm starting light. I just kind of want to tint it a little bit. And his little wings too. And actually I think I want to add some feathers to his chest, like just some like little short lines. This is going to be fun. So again, we're just playing around, doing a cute little project. This is going to be a gift. I'm going to, when we're done, I might actually stitch like a to, John's mom from me, and put that on the back as well. We'll see how we do on time. But I do want to crochet around this edge. So we'll crochet it like how we did this one too. So let's just add a few little lines in here. Oh, that's cute already. Let's just give his tummy a bunch of little lines. Aww. Okay, I like that a lot. Okay, that's cute. All right, and then I'm going to come in, I think, with this gold, and we'll just kind of maybe add a little bit of a browner color along the edge. Give him some texture. So let me know how all your guys' Wednesday is going. I keep thinking it's Thursday. I had to think about it again just now. It's still Wednesday here. Alright, and all these, oh, I guess this is black. His little tail's black. I was thinking it was red, but it's black. So actually, why don't I start filling it in with kind of this gray brown, and then I'll add some black. This is actually kind of looks almost like a light black. I kind of like filling it all the way in. Haven't really done that. We've just usually kind of like tinted it, or like just given it a little bit of color around the edges, but it's kind of fun filling it in. So we're still going to stitch over the top of this, so it's mostly, we're going to, like, that stitching is going to be called out quite a bit. Oh, it's a nice red. Let's go with that, and too dark. All right, this is going to be my red. Yeah, that's nice and bright. So when we're done coloring this, I will run the iron over it again with the paper towel on top, and that will just kind of set the color. It will kind of actually get rid of the wax and set the color. I haven't tested washing it though a bunch of times, so I should do that sometime with these color tintings. But this is just going to be like a display, like a art piece or like a wall art when I'm done, so I'm not too worried about it like getting wet or washed or anything like that. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Maybe we add some more little feather lines up top here. Oh yeah, that's cute. Let's do that with his wings too. He'll be a little speckled belly feller. All right, cute. All right, let's get a little, I don't think I have a black, but here's a pretty dark gray to do his tail. Yeah, let's just add this to his tail. And then I think we'll just give, we have to do his little beak, and then we'll give the dragonfly a little bit of color. Oh, and we talked about like having some grass or some stuff on the ground that he can nibble on. I'm going to add, maybe I'll take it easy with that black. We'll let that be the stitches problem. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of orange for his beak. Aw. I guess this was actually satin stitched with stitches, but now we're just coloring it in. All right, and let's do, I'm gonna give a little pink. Yeah, we'll give a little pink to these wings. Actually, this is kind of silly because these will stitch, but I don't know. For now, I guess we'll fill it in. Yeah, this is gonna be stitched. We're not gonna see that color, but all the rest of this color I think we'll see. I'm gonna add some pink to here just to kind of redden it up even a little bit more. Ooh, that looks good. All right, I think that's fine, just like so. And now we can just get stitching right away, which would be great. All right. Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything else with that. So here, let me gather up the colored pencils. Oh wait, we're gonna do grass. Quick, let's do that. So I'm just going to do like some little things of grass. Ooh, that's really bright. That's maybe too bright. And maybe like little dots on the ground. And we could stitch these too. I'm just kind of plopping them in everywhere. Let's do some in that kind of dark brown color too. Just all the little dirt on the ground that he already ate up. All right, cute. I think he's done. Let's just let it be like that. All right, I'm gonna gather these up. Am I designing an embroidery pattern? So this is already, I did design this as a pattern already. It's actually printed on the fabric and we're just kind of coloring it in. It's this pattern here, and now I'm going to actually stitch on the top of it. So this is just like a fun thing you can do with embroideries. It's called color tinting, and we're basically giving it a little bit of color before we start stitching, and when we're done it's just going to add a little bit of extra like oomph for another layer of fun to it, really. So all right, let's press it. Oh, am I heated up again? Yeah. So I'm going to just press this again. This is going to get kind of the wax out of it. This is going to kind of solidify the color here. Yeah, I think we're fine. That's all we need to do, and let's get coloring this. This is going to be actually really cute, I think. It's looking just really kind of fun already. A little bit of color on there, and now we can start stitching. And let me grab a scissors here. Let's do our little orangey scissors today. I'm just already going to snip these little guys off. I know they're going to be annoying. So I'm hoping to stitch this, like get it started tonight, and we'll stitch on this, and we'll finish stitching it tomorrow if we don't finish tonight. I don't think we'll quite finish tonight, but then I want to crochet, if you're just popping in, I want to crochet a little edge like this. Since we've been talking about crochet, since we finished this guy yesterday. This is the doily that we starched yesterday. So I have crochet on the mind for sure. So I want to add a little bit of crochet to the hoop here, kind of like what we did here. So I'll have to find some yarn tomorrow for that. And we had also talked a little earlier, like a week or two ago, about doing this color tinting again, and I thought the Rooster would be just the right guy to do the color tinting, and especially since I'm like, oh, that'd be a cute gift, because my in-laws have chickens. I'm like, oh, this would be a fun thing to make and give to them. Cute little chicken. Okay, so now I'm just gonna basically follow the instructions here, although I might update it a little. Like, I don't think I'll satin stitch the beacon anymore, just because I colored it already, so I'll probably just do like a back stitch around there. But yeah, so let's start tracing him up. I think let's start with the goldenrod. I'm going to start with his like body here. Actually, I kind of want to start with the brown. We're going to go with brown. Oh, I don't have my little strawberry tray out tonight. I'm going to just have to throw my garbage everywhere. All right, so I'm going to stitch with 3 strands of floss for this, because I do like that. Well, that's what it says here. I do like that thickness that 3 strands gets me. Oh, thanks, Suki. Yeah, if you have any questions at all about whatever, let me know. I'm more than happy to demo or ask or answer questions or whatever. Oh, Amy says, I'm excited to try this crocheted edge. Will be perfect for making Christmas ornaments in the hoop. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I've only done it once before with this piece. And I do actually think I remember it being kind of annoying to do. Because you're dealing with this hoop that just stays in place. At least for this particular design. I think I could update this so it's not as annoying to do, but I think we're just going to try and repeat this because I kind of think this is cute. We'll see if it's actually annoying, if it's as annoying as I remember. But I think there's probably ways for it to be less annoying, and maybe we can explore that when this one's done. I just think I remember like doing that first row. I did like a chain stitch around the edge, and that first row of chain stitches I feel like I remember being annoying, but we'll see. Ooh, an orange edge. Yeah, I think I do have an orange that's pretty similar to this orange, so I think that might actually be kind of nice in my memory. I'm gonna have to check my yarn stash and see what I got. I'm sure I have something that'll work. Okay. I think I'm gonna start in that way where I just leave a little bit out. Since these are like little small areas that we're stitching, I think I'm gonna leave a little bit out and we will do that stitch last. So I think I'm gonna start right here. And we're gonna just do, like, I'm gonna just leave a little out here, and that'll be enough for me to do a last stitch and weave in the end. I know this is kind of silly, but it'll make sense. So from here on out, I'm going to be just doing a back stitch around just his head here, his head and like these bottom feather guys. I don't know why I decided to start with this color. I just think I was most excited to get the head done first. And then this also provides me a bunch of stitches on the back, and I can weave my ends into those stitches. Oh, Amy, I think you could totally do that. That's a good idea. Amy says, can you crochet the scallops first and then sew them around the hoop with yarn? That's actually that actually might be a good way to do it. I do like crocheting the outside, like doing like actually going around the hoop because then you can kind of cover up the whole hoop, and it's just kind of a fun thing to do. But yeah, the stiffness of the hoop is does get kind of annoying, but maybe we can try a few ways of doing it because, like Amy's right, this would be just so fun with a bunch of the small embroideries to do um, little crocheted edges for holiday ornaments and stuff. So we could try it once going around the edge there, and then we could try it again doing it first and then going around because I think you're right, that would be a lot easier. Oh, what are some fun beginning and knitting crochet or knitting or crochet projects to start off with? Caitlin, that's exactly what I was going to say. Like some dishcloths. Then they're usable. I love making dishcloths. They're usable items when you're done. They don't have to look the prettiest, and it's just like a small swatch. Like you're making like an 6-inch by 6-inch square basically. So you can try things out and see how it goes. And if it's tough where you want to try a different stitch, you want to practice something else, then you still have a totally usable dishcloth really quickly. So that's definitely where I'd start. Just learning, with crochet, learn how to chain stitch your first row, and then like how to do single crochets in all of that row, how to turn your work, some things like that, and then maybe you learn how to do some double crochets or look up a few different. And I think you could probably go to like Ravelry.com. I don't know if you've heard of that. Ravelry, that's a place for knitters and crocheters they post work and they post patterns and stuff. So if you just did a search on there, I think you have to sign up for it first. But if you do a search on there for like free beginner crochet or knitting dishcloths, I think that'd probably be a great start. What are you doing with the thread? We are embroidering. So this is hand embroidery, and I'm doing some back stitches here. First, we colored it in with colored pencil, so we're kind of doing a technique called color tinting. And now I'm doing the stitching on top of it. And we're just making a little embroidery for a gift. And then we're going to actually crochet the hoop, so we have like a nice fun edge. I haven't done diamond painting before, but I know it's super popular. To me, it reminds me of cross stitch a little bit. But I know people who do it definitely enjoy it. Have you done it before, Suki? Let me know. But no, I've not done that before. Ooh, I hope I have just enough thread to finish this. That'd be great. Then I can use the other thread, the other brown, to do his wing, and then, oh, I guess his wings are brown up here too. This is a super quick design to stitch. So like, I don't know, for a super cute gift, or a super quick gift, I think this is going to turn out just fine. So like I said, I'm hoping to finish this by the end of the week. I do want to bring out my granny square quilt too yet this week. Finish that up. All right, there we are. So see how like we colored it in, but it's totally just definitely looks more like just tinting the fabric because our eyes definitely go to the stitching a whole lot more, I think. But when you look close, you see like, oh, there's a little bit of color in there too, and that's cute. Just a little extra bonus to the embroidery. little fun extra touch. Alright, so I'm just weaving in the end here. And I think, get my needle minder a little closer. I think I'm going to start the next piece of thread to do the wing. But actually first let's get this little guy that we left dangling out here. Let's come back to that. I'm going to trim the ends so they're all equal, so I can thread it easier. And we left just enough to finish the first stitch basically and weave in the end. So we're going to finish that first stitch. There we are. And I'm going to weave in that end as well. And the reason we did that is because I didn't have any other stitches to weave into. You could tie a knot, but in general I try and not have knots in the back. Okay, my thread's a little too short, so I'm going to go the eye of the needle first when I weave this in, and that should do the job. Okay, snip. Oh, Melanie says, I love diamond painting. Suki says, I love diamond paintings. They're like cross-stitch. Oh, very addicting. I should try one sometime. I saw some at Joann's last time I was there, but I haven't been in a little bit. All right, I'm going to grab the other bit, but I've not tried that. That would be a fun craft to play around with, for sure. Do you need a special tool for that? Like to grab like one of the little gems and stick it on your board? Is there like a special like grabber? I feel like there might be. Alright, I'm going to weave into this end here, or the backs of these stitches I mean. I'm going to weave this end into the backs of the stitches, and then I'm going to start that wing. That dragonfly's wings are also this brown, so I don't know, hopefully I have a lot of floss left here so I don't have to get a new thread. Okay, let's jump over to here and start our little wing. So I will, tomorrow I will find some yarn that we can use for the crocheted edge here, because I think we'll be able to start that tomorrow too. I'm thinking I do want to do a little back to this that says, John's mom's name is Colleen, that says like to Colleen from Alyssa on it, or love Alyssa. Maybe I won't stitch that. Maybe I'll just write it in a permanent marker, just because then we'll get it done sooner, because I'd like to get to the crocheted edge. And I want this project done quickly, so we can break out a few more random / unfinished projects this week and next week yet. It's been fun just kind of finishing up things, especially that doily. I'm really, really happy with how that turned out. And that doily, I was looking at the dates of my TikToks. At the beginning of the month of June, we only had, these purples. So this middle purple and then this dark purple. That's all the farther I was. And I did the whole rest of this. It doesn't look like much, but the whole rest of this is like twice as much embroidery or crochet than what's happening in the middle, just because the circumference gets just bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm excited that that project got done. That was just my emergency craft project that I had sitting around for years. So that was a fun random old project that I finished. And actually there's a couple more, like I found a few other like little embroideries just sitting around. I'd like to stitch one onto my jean shirt that I've been appliquing things to. I want to do that, and that jean shirt also has the armhole is just getting so big, so I kind of want to close up the armhole. I have some kitty fabric that I want to just pop through the armhole, and I think I might actually cut open the seam of the sleeve to do that. I've never done that before, but I saw someone do that. I'm like, oh, that's probably the easiest way to put a patch that big onto something so skinny that won't fit well on the sewing machine, like a sleeve. So I think I might try and put a kitty patch on that way, so it looks like there's kitties in the hole of the elbow, if that makes sense. But those are a couple of the random projects. I recently cleaned up my all my crafts supplies and reorganized it, and I found a bunch of random unfinished projects, and that's kind of why I've been itching to just check them off the list. Like, we'll get like 6 projects just checked off the list magically, and I think that's exciting. Oh, Dolly says, I wonder if you can show how to tat, because I'm confused at tatting a ring. For sure, that would be a fun thing. We could do that. I remember, yeah, we mentioned that we could do some more tatting. Maybe we'll do that later this week or Monday, maybe. We can do some tatting again. I have been staring at my little tatted snowflakes and like, man, I kind of want to get on those snowflakes again, so that'd be kind of fun. A winter in July, sort of. Playing around with that. But yes, we can definitely do that. Let me see if I have something nearby. Maybe I can show how to do that when we're done stitching tonight here yet. Just a quick little ring, that'd be easy enough. Okay, scissors. Okay, so I have these little lazy daisy stitches, or single chain stitches, to do yet. Let's see. Just thinking how to do them. I think I'm just gonna let I don't do this often. I'm being lazy tonight, I think, but I'm gonna just let a little piece dangle here. I'm gonna have to hold it in place, and gosh, is that even enough? I'm going to just weave that in when I'm done with all these stitches, and I'm hoping that I don't accidentally pull that thread through. So let's get these little lazy daisies in for his little wings, and hopefully I have enough thread left, because that would be super annoying to not have enough thread left just to do 4 lazy daisies, although they suck up the thread, the lazy daisies. Ooh, Noeline says, I have red dragonflies in my yard that live near a pond here in Australia. Love them. Ugh! So pretty. Ooh, Amy says, forgot to tell you I tried the lucette fork and made some cords, but also learned some knots. Oh, to make survival bracelets with paracord. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. I know kind of in my head like what stitch you're kind of talking about for that. I'd love to give that a try, those little forks. I did find, where is it? I think I have it near me here. Let me finish these stitches. But I did find that other thing that I was talking about where it's just the 4 pegs and you can make cord out of it. And I mentioned that like I made one with my dad when I was little or something, or my dad made it for me or something. I did find that, and the old yarn from like 3 decades ago is still on it, and I think I have it nearby. I'm gonna have to peek if it's in my cart right next to me here, but let me weave in these ends. We definitely had enough thread, which is fabulous. And I'll weave in the other end, and then I'll see if I can find that. But I found it when I was cleaning all my craft stuff. I'm like, oh, this is kind of what we were talking about. I'll bring that up. It's definitely different than your lucette fork thing, but you know, I think same idea. Slightly different format. All right, I'm going to grab this thread that we left here, and I'm going to weave that in too. Oh, yep, Robin, this is the same rooster. So we just colored it in with colored pencils, though, for fun at the beginning. So let me turn it around, and I'll share it with you again. So all we did is colored it with colored pencils. You just go really lightly, and then you press it with like a paper towel on top to kind of get the wax out of the color pencils that you drew on. And then we're just stitching right on top of it. It's called color tinting. We've done it a couple times here, but there you can see we've colored in the shapes first, and now we're going over with colored pencil, or with stitching. So it's a little different, little fun extra thing to do. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's right behind me here. If it doesn't pop out at me though. Not sure. Ugh, I'll have to find it again. It's somewhere in my immediate vicinity, but I can't find it, of course. All right, let's keep going on this. Oh, and then Robin, we are going to crochet the outside. We're going to add a little edge on it, like so. Okay, let's do the red. Yeah, red. All right, here's an end. I don't actually need very much for this, it doesn't look like. I'm still going to get my normal amount though. I like the 18 to 24 inches or so. So I'm pulling out my 3 strands. 1, 2, oops, 3. Just a fun little mini project that we're working on now, just because I had crochet on the brain from working on the doily, so I wanted to do a little bit more crochet, and we also had mentioned working on the try doing color tinting again. So I'm like, we're gonna combine all that all at once. So we got our new rooster pattern that we color tinted with colored pencils. And then when we're done stitching it, I will we'll try to crochet a little edge. All right. And maybe we'll do some quick little tatting yet too for funsies. My mom's been doing a lot of tatting lately. So her tatting's getting nice. I have to keep looking up how to, I haven't done it in a while, and I have to look up how to do a few things, I think, to do the next snowflake. Alright, I'm going to go around this little thing here. We need another anatomy lesson. What are these things called on chickens? I forget. I feel like I used to know that, but I don't know now. Little gobbler, that's what I'm going to call it. Oh, thanks, Dolly. Yeah, I do have tatting supplies nearby, so I think we could do a ring really quick. And actually, I haven't done it in ages and ages, so we'll see. We'll see how well I can tat again. We'll take a few minutes right at the end here. So like in 15 minutes or so, I'll grab some supplies. I'm going to do a forward stitch for my last stitch here. I think I'm going to just jump right up here. It is cute with it colored in, I think. Just a little bit extra fun. Oh. Tim says Kurt has not been behaving. Boo! Kurt the rooster. Oh, waddles. Is that what they're called? Waddles. His little waddle. Oh, Amy says waddle as well. So then what are the top things called? Like maybe a crown or something? Forehead waddle? That's gotta be right, right? So we won't finish stitching this tonight, I don't think, but I think I think tomorrow for sure, 100% we'll finish stitching it, and I think we can make the back for it, and also clean up the back. So we'll finish the edge. I don't have a. Oh yeah. So here we'll finish the edge like. Ooh, let me grab this. Hold on. So we'll finish the edge like this, where we just fold over the edge and take some extra thread and pull it through. So I'll show you how to finish it like that, because then I can write something on the back, like I put a second piece of fabric and I can write something, and then we'll just do this with both pieces of fabric, and then I'll still be able to do the crochet. Oh yeah, comb. That makes sense. That sounds right, Amy. The comb. Yep, Caitlin says the comb as well. I'm going to call it a forehead waddle. Actually, I do like the comb is a cool word for it too. The comb. So I think this is it for the red. Oh wait, no, his little body there is red too. Okay, I'll go back and add that in when I'm done here. But yeah, so I think I was in the middle of saying this. So we'll finish this tomorrow for sure, and I think we'll also finish the finishing of it, like the edge and making it clean and nice. And then we will start the crochet. So the crocheted edge, and that might take a little longer. So hopefully maybe we can start that tomorrow, and then we'll pick that up on Friday and finish that up on Friday. I don't think that'll take longer than like one session to do. So I think we'll still finish this in like a little 3-hour session. We'll see. But the embroidery itself will go pretty quickly, I think. I kind of like the little extra grass and stuff at the bottom. So I haven't mentioned it yet tonight, but we're still having our live stream special. So order $20 or more in the shop, and I will throw in a mystery gift at no extra charge. You don't need to add it to your cart, and you don't need to have a coupon code. I will just see if you ordered during the live, and I will plop one into your order. And I will get that out tomorrow. All right, one more little comb segment to do. And that's that. Oh, I do want to get the little, the rest of this dragonfly, and he's got a red body. So we'll do that one little stitch. I'll have to weave in the ends for like one little stitch, which is annoying, but it'll add to it, I think. And yeah, we'll see where we're at then. It's 9:20 right now. We typically go to 9:30. I think we'll go to 9:30, and then we'll do a quick tatted ring, and that'll get me back into the idea of tatting again, which I think I'm ready to do some tatting. It's been a little while. Alright, I'm gonna weave in this end. But actually, like, doing the crochet, that crochet doily, makes me excited about doing tatting again, and doing the tatting was making me want to do the crochet again. So they're playing off of each other a little bit in my brain, which is kind of fun. Alright. And now I'm just going to kind of weave in some of these stitches of this guy. Oops, jeez, forgot how short my thread was. There we are. One more to lock it in. And now I just like literally need to go like so. There we go. Now he's finished. And I just kind of weave it in again. Okay. That's it for red. Next up, let's do the goldenrod color, and then we'll end with the black. So we'll do this for a little bit more. I don't think we'll finish the goldenrod. We'll just get it started. I think we'll do his beak first, and then the rest. But we were able to do this pretty quickly. I mean, I'm kind of going fast, but we did all of the coloring tonight, and we're gonna get to be able to almost stitch him tonight. So like, these would be like super quick gifts, I think. All these little farm animals. Come on. There we are. Oh, read up. Oh, sorry, Robin. Let me scroll up. I'm not sure what you want me to read up to. All right. Okay. There we are. Oh, about the cow. Up in the comments, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, pen and wax. Everything you need comes with the kit. Okay. I don't see the comment. Oh, satin stitches. I'm not seeing it up in my particular chat, like from what I can see on my end. So what about the satin stitches? Here, I have the cow nearby, I think. Or should be. There we go. Here's the cow. So I have the satin stitches on the cow are the back, all his little dots, and the little bell. And you can go in whatever direction you want. I did, it's vertical for all these guys, and then horizontal is what we did for that one. The big spout on the cow is all one long stitch. Yep. From here to there, Jenna actually stitched these, and she did vertical stitches. So yep, it's all one stitch. It's kind of hard to tell, but all one stitch going up there. And let's see. Let's get going on the this guy. So I'm going to weave in the ends here again, and we'll get his beak. Then we'll jump down and start the body. So we'll just kind of get the thread going, I think, here. And then we'll do the rest of this yellow tomorrow. The yellow and the black, or the orange, I guess. The orange and the black we'll do tomorrow. We'll do his beak and then stop. Oh, and we have his eyes to do yet too, but that's black. So we'll get to that. All right, I think we're going to try, there's a little curve to his beak. So now in the instructions, the beak is satin stitched, but we already kind of colored it in with colored pencil, so I'm going to just outline it. Oh, you're using 2 strands. Yep, that would totally, that would still work, Robin, if you're doing 2 strands and satin stitch. That's, oh yeah, because that's how we've been doing satin stitch. Like, you can do it with 3 strands too, but you're right, with the satin stitch with the 2 strands, then you can do that pretty railroad technique to get everything lined up all nice. So, yep, it should still work over that size piece. All right, I think we will let him be right there. Let me just position the next stitch. We'll do like 2 stitches in the next area. I'm just kind of go down the edge here. And we'll do like 1 stitch here just as a reminder of like, hey, this is where we left off. And like so. All right, so we got our little color tinted embroidery started. Like I said, tomorrow we'll finish him up completely. We'll do a little back note on this, and then we'll finish it up. That'll take a little bit. And then we are going to crochet an edge for it. So I'll find some yarn and we'll do that tomorrow as well. I don't think we'll get that part done, but we'll get it started. All right, and I am going to attach this to him so my needle can hang out and not get lost. So, all right. And let's do a little quick tatting. So let me find my tatting stuff. Let's see here. Okay, here's my tatting bag. So we talked about just like how to do a ring with tatting. Quick. Good. An empty tatting shuttle. You know what? Let's actually just take, we might have enough thread with some of this extra red that I have left over. So I am going to load some up here. And oh my gosh, I haven't done this in a while. So I think I go counterclockwise. So I'm just going to show how to do a ring. You would definitely, I mean, you could do this with it going to another ball of yarn, or you could do it going to another shuttle, or just like this. So we're going to go, I'm going to give myself some slack, and I'm going to try tatting like how in the traditional tatting position, which is you're holding it between your thumb and first finger there, pointer finger. So for a ring, I'm going to go around my hand. Ooh, hopefully I have enough floss here. And then I'm going to hold it back in the original position. So I'm going around and holding it back. So just to do that again, I'm going to hold it in my thumb and forefinger, go around my hand, and then back to the thumb and pointer finger. And this is the thread here. Like, don't worry about anything happening back here. This is the thread right here that we're going to be paying attention to. Oh, I don't know if I have enough thread for this. But to do a ring, so if you, I don't know if you saw any of my other tatting videos with like how to do a double stitch, but we're going to do that now. This is all twisty already. And I'm just using embroidery floss, which is kind of goofy. But I'm going to go under. So I'm flipping my hand forward and then under. And then I'm going under. And I'm sliding the shuttle past the thread. And then I'm going to come back over. And there's our little loop. We're going to flip it. There we are. I'm not going to go over this too much right now. And then I'm going to go over, under, flip that knot. So that's our first double stitch there. I'm going to just let's make like 5 more. So you're just basically flipping those knots along this loop here. I can do like a more in-depth demo of this like later too, not at like our, because I don't think I have enough thread on here to do much more than this, but like I'm going to do like 5 double stitches. I need a little bit more thread. I think it's going to fall out on me though. You got to keep flipping those stitches, and if your ring gets too small, you should be able to pull on it and it gets bigger. And that's also a sign that you've done all your double stitches in the correct direction, because, or if you've flipped your double stitches, I mean the loops on the double stitches, because you should be able to slide this thread through. But yeah, and then you can keep doing however many you want. Double stitches. I think I did what, 5 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do 1 more just for fun. Alright, so I have kind of a row of stitches on this ring that's still in my hand, and the same way how I could make my stitches bigger and smaller here, I can actually pull this whole thing. Hold on a sec. I can pull all of this, and it'll make my, oops, sorry, hold on. My bottom thread got in the way. It'll just make my loop smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And you just keep pulling it until it's super small. There are all my stitches, and then you just keep pulling it, and it will pull all the way tight until your stitches go around in that loop, and that's a ring. So that is a little teeny tiny tatted ring. So that's how you do a ring. I don't know if that person's still here to tat a ring. But if you know how to do the double stitches, that's the first thing to do. And I do have a video on that. I think I have a pinned video on that in TikTok. But then, yeah, just the wrapping around your hand to make that loop, and then doing the double stitches around that loop, and you just pull that loop tight, and there's a little baby ring. So, all right, that felt good though. I haven't done it in a long time. Well, you know, relatively. I do want to get all my tatting stuff out again, for sure, to do more. So good. This got me feeling it again. All right, you guys. So I think we will call it there for tonight. We got a little start on our rooster, and yeah, like I said, I think we'll finish that up tomorrow. That the rooster part of it, the embroidery part of it, and then we will attempt to do that crocheted edging. I am pretty excited about that. Again, because we finished our doily last night. So I got crochet on the brain, and this edging is actually going to be very, very similar to what we did with this doily. So it'll be fun. So all right, thanks again, everyone. It was nice seeing you again, and I will see you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Have a lovely evening. Good night.